Sentient Sessions, courts back in session. I have a message for you. Are you ready for it? Are you ready for it? Are you hearing me? Like, are you ready? How you feeling? Are you feeling good? Are you feeling good? I'm feeling okay. I'm feeling rested. I've been really, yeah. I feel rested. That's what I want to say. I feel good. I feel chilling. I feel like I'm chilling. I had a moment where I was thinking divine timing just popped out. I had a moment last night where I was really just thinking about like where I've been and the journey I'm on, because like, oh my God, I have so many memories and I'm proud of myself for where I am. Despite it not being quite where I want to be, I'm making movement and I'm grateful to be making movement. And I really just think about like, I see the transformation from situation to situation, and I'm really grateful for that. But I was transported back to 2022 fall. Like I was sleeping on a fucking deflated air mattress, babes, in this really hood ass apartment. And that's been a situation for me. Like finding stability or finding like a safe place or finding a place that like I enjoy living in. I like how things have progressed because I feel more comfortable than I've ever been. But that also took me becoming more comfortable with myself or inside of myself, because I've had to, I guess, shift out of like what I know. I've never been comfortable living anywhere. So I get more comfortable with myself first and everything else just changes, I would say. So that's where my thoughts be. Trust yourself, your intuition. Wishing evil. Heavy emotions. The whole top of the deck come off. Overworking yourself. Proud of you's back. Self-care needs dedication. You're gaslighting yourself. Hold on. These are the cards from the last reading. I'm just going to shuffle it again. I'm going to grab all these cards and I'm going to get back to... Because I'm like, why does this happen? Like, I feel like I be shuffling it good, but like, I guess not. I guess not. Wishing evil definitely came right back out. I have two wishing evil cards for some reason. So there's a real emphasis on that shit. There is definitely a wishing evil card on this bitch. Like on the top of the deck is feeling real jealous tendencies. Using their words to manipulate. You spot on right now. Anissa is on. I like her vibe. Dragging the situation. Get to manifesting. Stop chasing. Oh my God, the song that's playing is a song from somebody that I met. It's called Pink Sugar by Kevo. I hope I'd say it right. Kevo. I like the song. Whenever I meet creatives out here, I do add their music on Spotify. I hope they don't think I be fucking joking when I say like I added your music, and I be giving other people their music. Like I be adding people's music. Like when I say I like the song, I'm serious as hell. I like that song. A little bit closer. Just come a little bit closer. Just come a little bit closer. Okay, so that song is Pink Sugar, Kevo, Kevo. Excellent. No, is it Pink Sugar that has an exclamation point? And does her name have an exclamation point? There's an exclamation point, but you'll see it. It's a really cute cover. I like it, so I'm recommending it. It's really nice. Real codependent. Also, like, I hate when I say things like this, but like, okay, so here's where I'm also really proud of myself. I've been going outside, I've been meeting people, and it's something that I feel like I've been really good at my whole like life. Like even like when I'm outside of my living environment, I be meeting people. Like I be really meeting people who are super dope. Like I feel like it stems for me from childhood because I've had dynamics with my mother, my sister that's made living with people super, super uncomfortable. And I find myself in situations that kind of like replay it a bit more, like replay certain aspects of my childhood over and over. But when I go outside, like it's like I can, like my real energy, or like I get more safe in my body because it's like I get to meet people and I meet really cool, talented people. I meet people who do different things. I meet people with like similar goals as to mine. I meet people who inspire me. So I understand sometimes things happen to push you to do more. Like every time I'd be pushed to go outside, I would say. Spread Thin is by Mariah the Scientist, is on Troll. Starstruck Over You. Music would speak on it. Switching up on Everyone Who Loves You. The show, everything you should know. Baby, you're the reason. Think the only one who needs and need is you. Won't be so conceited. Then it will only thing that'll keep me from leaving. Baby, you're the reason. You always think the only one who needs and need attention is you. Don't be so conceited. Stay is the only thing that'll keep me from leaving. It's been so long. Anyways, what am I thinking of? Cause spread thin is like there's something I want to describe. Like, okay, so like I feel like drama pulls on my attention, and it's like when I go out and I get to be free, I get the attention. I get attention, but like if I'm in an environment with drama, it's like that's all I pay my attention to. And I feel like I'm a person now. I don't care. Like I don't want any of it. I would rather pour into my creative goals. I'd rather go out. I'd rather go out and meet people. I'd rather do things. I'd rather create with others. Like that's what I truly want. And I've been able to redirect my focus. So I only pay attention to things I want to pay attention to. He was the only thing that'll keep me from leaving. Don't become the reason. He only one who needs any attention is you. Don't be so conceited. I'm gonna put Knight of Wands aside because 4 cards came out. Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands is like an adventure card. I'm gonna add it where it came out. It came out with the 10 of Swords reversed. I feel like I've seen this combo before. But divine timing, trust yourself, your intuition, wishing evil, heavy emotions, entitled as fuck to you, feeling real jealous tendencies, real codependent, using words to manipulate. And then we got the 4 of Cups reversed, which is going out and seizing your opportunities. Like, I used to cry for males, then do. They tried to sign for a male. I stand tall, Shaquille. This is Tierra Whack. Anyways, so like basically what I was saying, like um sometimes people use drama to get attention. Like that's the only way that they know how to get attention. And I feel like attention for me, like you know how like you be in situations that make you feel like you not like okay, you are, let me see. I want to go back and like I'm explaining it and I feel like I'm sugarcoating and that's probably not for the best. So let me just say it. But okay. So I feel like when you're magnetic, there's people who are going to try to make you feel like you're not worth shit. Like they're going to try to come for your character. They're going to make you feel like you ain't shit. They're going to ignore you. They're going to start arguments with you. They're going to get you out of character. They're going to try to get you out of character. They don't believe you are who you are. So I feel like that's the only way some people know how to get attention. Like, and especially if you're someone who again gets a lot of attention, um people like to be the opposite because it feels like that's what's gonna make you pay more attention. Real codependent, wishing evil, very jealous tendencies. Like sometimes you have a partner who, let's say you're a very beautiful woman or a beautiful man or something like that, and you go out and people talk to you and people want to know you and people want to explore more with you. There will be somebody who will be like, there'll be your partner will probably tell you like, wow, your face is breaking out, wow, you getting fat, wow, you don't look that good, wow, da 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 da, just to be that one person who criticizes you where everybody else probably don't, because it feels like that's what's going to keep you around more. Like you feel insecure, you're not so secure when you go out, so now you don't believe the compliments that people are giving you because the person who you trust the most to give you the, you know, the person who you trust the most make you feel like, I remember when I was younger, this is just my side note. I remember when I was younger, like my mom, I used to beg my mom for attention. Like, I would beg my mom for attention. I wanted her to pay attention to me so fucking bad. She was so, like, of course she was overworked, but she was just neglectful overall. I used to beg that lady for attention. The only time she would give me attention is if I did something wrong. But overall, like, I was a really exemplary kid. Like, I know, like, I could look back. If I had a kid like me, I would really nurture their gifts. Because I used to write, what I used to do was I used to take paper and I would fold it and then I would staple it. But I started wanting to get it to bind like an actual book. So instead of having to staple on the end, because I would write books, like I remember being in elementary school, so I was probably in fourth grade or something like that. So like I would take these books and bind them together. So I started like stapling it down the middle so that it could bind like a book, and then I'll put the staple part on the inside so that it doesn't hurt you. Like I would come up with solutions really quick, and I was just really creative. My mind has always been super fucking like I come up with really quick solutions, and I come up with really quick ideas and I execute them when I feel like it. But like I would try to show her these books. Like I would be writing and I would draw pictures. Like I would draw a picture and then I would write a story underneath it. And then I would try to show it to her and she would just be like, get away from me, get away from me. And I'm just like, I get it. You're overstimulated, sis. But like, you're not seeing what I'm seeing. So like, I go to school. I'll go to school and like, I feel like my schools were never that good. I had gotten scouted for a gifted program. Didn't I don't know what the hell, like my parents weren't really on shit that they should have been on. Like they were asking about me being in a gifted school or like getting tested for a gifted school, and my parents just were never on it. Like, but I was not in good schools growing up. Like my schools were not the best. They were neighborhood schools. Other schools required me being driven out to or driven out further. It was kind of like inconvenient for them. Whatever. I'm glad to be who I am and glad for the experiences that I've had. But of course, with me being this smart, I was getting picked on a lot. Like I was getting picked on a lot. Kids get really jealous, and I realized, oh my God, like kids do be getting jealous. Like I used to get picked on a lot for being, I was always really smart. Like I would always be top of my class. I was in middle school I tried to dumb myself down. But I would always be top of my class, and my teacher sometimes would be on me for not doing homework, but that's because I'm while I don't do homework, I still was really good. Like I would always have the top grades, especially with writing. Top grades, spelling, top grades. Like I was always on it. It was just math. I can't math. I don't like math. But and it's funny because I'm into numerology now. But yeah, like I used to really like want their approval, but like the approval was being found in different ways that I wasn't seeing as a child. But now that I'm older, I understand how people work because I've experienced how people work. Like people, I've experienced this so many times in so many different places. I know how people work. So I know when I'm being validated, it's going to be through one, my own efforts. Like the stories that I wrote were cool as fuck, but I have to go in spaces that I'm wanted. So I would join clubs. I would try to find people aligned to the same shit. Like I started this young. Like I would join clubs. I would try to find people who also shared same interest. I would attract to the people who were also writing fan fiction, and I would, I would post my work online for other people to see. Like I always go where I feel wanted. Like, and not in the negative sense of the way, which is something that I also had to shift out of, like being where I feel wanted, but it's not true. Like it's gonna be the same type of situation where like someone is eventually gonna like start breaking me down. No, I post my work. Like I'm going to post my work on, first it was fan fiction, then it was Wattpad. I post my work on Wattpad, and I was getting, it was it was getting me the attention that I like. Like all of us want attention. That is what I'm going to say at the baseline. But I'm not going to go, like what I used to do was beg people for attention who didn't want to give me attention or give me positive feedback or positive attention. So I'm going to validate myself and post my work, and then whatever response I get is whatever response I get. Even when people are criticizing my work, I wasn't so deterred by that because I'm getting criticized in my everyday life all the fucking time. Like my mom is continuously criticizing me. I don't care. So now when I'm seeking this like positive attention, I also have a checks and balance with myself, because it's like, which is something that I'm working on now, imposter syndrome. Like that need to keep like keeping myself in a certain box. Like I shouldn't feel so good at these things that I do, but I also, again, like things that you learn, you shift into. So like I would know how to check myself so that I don't get too wrapped up. Like even with my story, like if my story is doing really well, it still doesn't make me want to milk it. I don't be wanting to milk it because I'm getting really good attention. It's just like I need to post my story. That's it. Like I just need someone to see this. If you see this, it's okay. Even with the things that I have to say, like if you see this, then cool. Like if someone sees it, then it's good. Like I don't feel so caught up on numbers or like, I don't know. I feel like it just pushes me, things like that push me to do more, but do more so that I know I'm not bugging in my mind. Like, oh, I'm talented. I know I'm talented. You don't appreciate my talent, or you're trying to make me feel bad about my talent, but I'm going to take it somewhere else. And then I do. And it makes me feel good because I don't know, like I just warranted a different response. Like I don't know, like it's not even like it's not that like let's say I'm like looking to, what's something I be doing? Like writing, right? Let's say I go somewhere, I share some writing, and people are like, yay, this is great, this is great. That checks and balance hits it, and I'm like, I don't want to be here all the time. Like I still be just wanting to do me, get what I'm saying? But like I could be like, oh yeah, I love the validation. Here I am. I don't want to do it all the time either. Like I just be wanting to just share my work, but I want to share it in a more objective space. Like that's exactly what it is. I want to share my word in a more objective space, my work, my word, talking, poetry, da 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 da. Like, I don't really want to deal with everything else. So boom, you spot on right now. Everyone knows they're tripping on their mind, starstruck over you, dragging the situation. 9 of Cups, which is like, hey, oh, hey, oh, hey, oh, hey, oh, hey, oh, hey, oh. I found this song. My friend was playing this in her car, and it's a K-pop song. She really liked K-pop, and I guess it also applies because something is shifting. So it's like wishes coming true. Because I liked being with her because like we both had individual like goals, and we was like, I'm thinking, I'm just like, yeah, like we both had individual goals, and she appreciated the things that I did and I do. And I might share more about that later on, but like I feel a shift, and that's like fulfillment. 9 of Cups is like fulfillment. I'm about to tear up, but 9 of Cups is like fulfillment, dragging the situation. I've been in like a lesson over and over and over, but I am really proud of who I've become. Starstruck over you. I like places where I feel like I can be myself with ease. Like where I feel like I could be myself and not deal with like other people's like shit. Like I can understand there's certain things like I have this understanding and I'm able to take criticism, but there's things that people do that is not coming from a good place. It's coming from a place of jealousy or wishing evil or wanting to slow you down or comparison or competitiveness. And when shit like that happens, I'm so turned off. I'm so turned off, like very turned off. So get to manifesting. Music will speak. Stop chasing mad drama. Meditate. Go within. Knight of Wands, which is I took the trip to the moon. Higher learning. This is a Sagittarius card too. Knight of Wands is like a challenge. It's a movement. Being on a journey. I took a trip to the moon. And then 10 of Swords is like escaping, learning from your past. Like cycle closing out. Was that on this board or was that a different board? Fuck. I think that was another board. Okay. That was the other reading. Meditate, go within. I be talking about take a leap of faith. Fuck, what's it called? What is the word? Oh, inner child meditation. Healing that inner child. I've been doing a lot of inner child meditations, which is why I've come to some of the understandings that I'm gathering about my life and the cycles that I be in. The more that I work on my inner child and like heal those parts of me that felt neglected, and I give attention and light to those parts, the more my life feels aligned to me. And things be shifting, and some things take a longer time to shift out of, or it's more difficult to shift out of, but that's because you're meant to learn something from it. And if you choose to learn something from it, then it's going to be very beneficial as you progress along your path on your journey. But if you wrap yourself up into the bullshit, you kind of find yourself in the same shit over and over and over and over. Use your creative mind. A bitter ass person. If you're getting pushed to like lean more into your creativity or lean into like the things that you feel you're good at, and it's okay to say that you're good at things. We're working on imposter syndrome over here. So it's okay to feel like you're really good at something. Because the gauge isn't if you're better than another person. It's how you feel about your work. Only you can truly validate the work that you do. And find out how you want to share it. I've learned how to, I guess not, I've been so outskirted or quote unquote rejected that I just know how to, I'm used to feeling rejected, but I've had to go within myself a lot. And I be understanding what I'm worth. Even if like the intention is to make me feel rejected so that I'm more likely to pursue or chase something. And I've had to learn this, especially in love. But if the intention is to make me feel rejected so that I pursue or chase something or want to prove myself or want to prove that I'm not what the fuck you say that I am, then like, it's not gonna work. I'm more likely to go where I feel appreciated or where I'm gonna appreciate myself. Yeah. I'm gonna go where I feel appreciated, even if it doesn't show up for months. Like, I'm gonna say no to some shit and wait. That's how I feel. So that's Sam Sentient Session de jour. Please come back.